Colin and Jack, here from the Bike Dads, here to introduce a new mountain bike travel series. A couple of times a year we get a green light from the wives to ditch our normal responsibilities, kids, and head out to the trails.
So come join us as we explore some of the best destinations in North America to mountain bike. We'll take a look at food, beer, bike culture, and of course the trails. This is Unchained Bellingham edition. Bellingham, Washington, a town full of weirdos starting and doing cool stuff. It's a small Portland of sorts for skiers, snowboarders, and mountain bikers. Situated between Seattle, Washington, and Vancouver, Canada, Bellingham has become a town rallying around the all-year outdoor lifestyle. Mount Baker, 1 hour east, and Galbraith Mountain, located in town, attract snow lovers and bikers from all over in search of a serving of pow or dirt on a daily basis. Bikes, boards, and beers reign supreme in this mountain-loving town, quickly becoming a top destination in search of the gnar. Check your attitude at the city limits, however. There's no room for douchiness here. The last 6 to 7 years has seen a transformation of Bellingham into a premier mountain bike destination. A cluster of industry in the form of Transition Bikes, Kona Bikes, Camfield Brothers, Free Hub Magazine, and some smaller other companies has happened simultaneously with the expansion and tireless efforts of the Whatcom Mountain Bike Coalition Trail Organization. Partnering with industry and local businesses, the WMBC incorporated a trail adoption framework, which has led to an explosion of new trails and immaculate maintenance of existing trails. And major projects like legitimizing Lookout Mountain and Cougar Ridge, plus a huge parking lot on the south side of Galbraith, are all in the works. There are 3 options to get to Bellingham. Daily flights to the local Bellingham airport include Seattle and Portland, which offer connecting flights to many destinations internationally. Or alternatively, fly direct to Vancouver, Canada, or Seattle, Washington, and rent a car for the hour-and-a-half drive from either city. Arriving in Bellingham, the first thing you notice is how easy it is to get around and how bike-friendly the community is. We recommend staying at the 4 Point Sheraton for a chain hotel, as it's close to the Galbraith system, has an indoor pool, and is a $6 Uber to anywhere in town. Loads of Airbnb options also exist that put you close to the trail systems, and some even cater to mountain bikers. The best and closest camping is in Larrabee State Park, and bonus, the Chuckanut Trail System is accessible from the campsite. All of the trailheads, North Galbraith, South Galbraith, the Chuckanuts, and soon-to-be Lookout Mountain, are all easily accessible from both downtown and Fairhaven, so don't shy away from accommodation in these districts, as this is where the après bike scene is. Bike shops, breweries, bars, cafes, and restaurants. So that was SST on the north side of Galbraith. What do you think, Jack?
Oh man, that was like giant pump track. From the top I felt like you could do that whole trail without pedaling.
Yeah, so the best way I could describe that trail is a downhill pump track. It's just basically berms, rollers, places to double the whole way down. And you don't need to have that high of a comfort level jumping. You can make your way down even if you don't jump. So
everything's rollable, wouldn't matter what bike you're on.
Yeah.
Hardtail, 3-inch, 6-inch, doesn't matter. You could have fun on that. Probably not a downhill bike, but everything else would be mint.
Right, so to access this trail, what we did is parked in Whatcom Falls parking lot, rode up Birch Street, made our way up to Ridge Trail. From there we hit the kiosk at Family Fun Center, where we continued down Family Fun Center and weaved our way through some of the roads, V Trail and Cabin Trail, to the Summit Kiosk at the top of SST. Now, I would call this a must-do. You?
Yeah. Bellingham's must-do, guaranteed.
The Chuckanut Trails, a separate and unique trail system situated in the state park, is just south of Fairhaven. If assisted DH is more your style, you can shuttle here. Drop one car at the Larrabee State Park day lot and head up Hillline Road to Double Black Diamond Double Down. This lush DH trail on the edge of the ocean offers steeper and more technical terrain compared to Galbraith. And as Jack also mentioned, it's situated in Larrabee State Park, so it has a great option for camping right at the bottom of this trail. A little more technical than what you see over in Galbraith, and it can get blown out in the summer months. Woo! But nonetheless, you can have a great time here. Not a whole lot of jumping opportunities. There's some, but there's still some legendary berms some great pump and flow, which Galbraith also has, but this is just a little steeper. Woo! As you can see, it's already dusty. We're riding here late July, 90-degree Fahrenheit day, super hot. Perfect day to have a shuttle. After a few climbs over the Galbraith system, you just pop over here, maybe go for a beer in Fairhaven on your way over. They often run enduro series down here, the local series down here, so the trail sees a lot of traffic. And late in the summer, what once was easy soon is a lot more technical and challenging. Jack's riding his high tower LT. I'm on my Evil the Following. So he's got a bit more travel than me. So he can do stuff like that. Oh. Woo! I have to choose my lines a bit better. Otherwise I'm over the bars. He's also running flats and I'm running clips, so he's all about putting the foot out, flat out. Here we go. Oh, inside line. Ah, here we go, nice duck. I'm taking the outside line here, around this corner. Bit sketchy. Jack's got his feet out as usual. There we go, outside. I'll catch up. A little bit of air here. Oh. Woo! And some speed. Well, root. And our first uphill of the trip.
Oh, I almost just got stoned.
Okay, on we go. After that cool swoopy section, after that air, much more the same berms and technical stuff. Oh, drop the flat. Oh, there goes all my travel. Jack made out a little better. Whew. Super fun, this trail. DH bike might be appropriate here too. If all you're doing is shuttling. But my little trail bike's doing fine. Woo! So much undulating terrain. And although there's not huge jumps anywhere, you can still pop off everything, which makes the trail so fun. Later on when we get down further the trail, whoop, watch the bars. Once we get down further in the trail, there's some cool features that are pretty unique to over here. Through the tree rock drops, things like that. Phew. It's mostly a straight fall line trail, with the exception of the one little uphill that we heard earlier. So it's super fun. Woo! But it is rough stuff sometimes. Oh, off that rock. Yeah.
Great night out last night. Checked out a few new breweries.
We were down at the Aslan Bottle Depot, which is a new one for us. We were drinking some fine Belgian beers, as well as some locals. And then we were out at Structure's Brewing.
Yeah, Structure is really cool.
We had a great double IPA at Structure. Probably one of the best beers we've had here in Bellingham, to be honest.
Yeah, hands down. A hazy IPA. I'll put the notes in the below. I can't really remember. Unfortunately, we had maybe one or two of them last night, so the memory isn't awesome.
So we had a bit of a slow morning to start things off, but we made it over to Fairhaven and we went to Tony's Cafe for an Americano and a cappuccino and picked up some good breakfast.
Yeah, great Mexican breakfast. Then we climbed up here at Galbraith Mountain, parked in the Dollar Lot.
I do have to say the porta potty in the Dollar Lot is probably the best porta potty experience I think I've ever had. It was the freshest crapper I think I've ever been in. There was double ply toilet paper in there.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've seen that before in a porta potty.
Yeah, I think I have to talk to my wife to try to see if we can get a little better
Right.
toilet paper here at home.
Yeah, so I think it's actually worth more than $1. I'd pop $2 in that lot.
Then we're heading on over to the Chuckanuts and check out our good buddy Manuel Mike. So come join us.
Okay, we're here with Mike Storm of Intrinsic Flow. Mike's a long-term Bellingham local with loads of experience building trails, maintaining trails, and riding them. So Mike, tell us a little bit about Intrinsic Flow and what you got going on.
Intrinsic Flow is a guiding and instruction company that I run here in Bellingham. We're on our 3rd year with instruction, and then started the shuttle service this year. There's 2 different ways to ride during the scheduled season, and they are 3-pack pass. You can go on to the Intrinsic Flow website March until October and book a 3-hour shuttle, 3 trips to the top for $33.
So Mike, I mentioned you've been here a long time in Bellingham. Jack and I have been coming to Bellingham probably for the last 6 or 7 years, and we've noticed like a total transformation of the town, of the riding scene, the trails, the amount of maintenance, the amount of new builds. Oh, yeah. So what's contributed to what's made Bellingham what it is today?
The biggest things are, one, we have lots of open space, and which there's available for us to do work, and a lot of that is the WMBC. We're up in the WMBC today.
Nice.
That there is a community here. Like, the people here are crazy for building, right. And we'll have big trail days with the club, and there'll be, it's not unusual to have 70+ people.
Oh wow!
And sustainable. People are beating down the doors wanting to help.
More.
Yeah.
Now, are you finding people are like moving specifically to Bellingham, to this town, for the lifestyle? Bikes, beers, and boards in the winter, and all that kind of thing?
Absolutely. And I moved here a decade ago, and there wasn't a lot of that at the time.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you're starting to see it, but now, like, all the time. Awesome.
Perfect. Thanks. Mike. Awesome.
Yeah, thanks, Jack.
Sweet.
Colin.
Always good.
Yeah, man.
The future is bright here in Bellingham. Supported and organized, this is a must-bike destination for any serious mountain biker. Check out the links below for our picks in bike shops, breweries, restaurants, and cafes. And don't forget to subscribe for more of the Bike Dads Unchained.